Hey everybody, it's Jen. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to be talking about bringing about balance through yoga to express ourselves. And that can be in a lot of ways. Perhaps you've got a lot of things happening in mental processing. Maybe you've got some things going on emotionally. Perhaps it's a lot of things that you're feeling in your body and there's nothing else really attached to it. But we all probably can recognize that when we refrain from expressing those emotions and we hold everything in, we start to feel kind of stuck. So if you would like to learn some great ways to combine yoga and breath for that balance, then stick around because that's what we're doing today. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jen Tarrant. I am a yoga therapist and holistic coach, and let's jump right in. All right, so whenever we want to express what's going on, whether that's mental, emotional, or physically, one of the best ways we can do that is to begin with a connection to our breath. When we move our body with our breath, that helps us to get things sort of warmed up, if you will, both literally and also warm up to the idea of expressing ourselves. And there's lots of ways to do that. But today I'd like to start it off with windmill breath. And so for this windmill breath, we'll simply inhale and reach arms overhead and exhale, letting the arms come behind as we sort of fold over. This can be as big or as little as you like. And I do recommend combining it with a pretty robust breath. So we'll take a big inhale, exhale, and we'll just do this several times. You can take those breaths in and out the mouth if you like. And after we do quite a few of these, we'll start to notice that our mind is warming up to this idea, that our body is warming up, our breath is moving in a big way, and we can really enjoy that sense of movement as we go forward through this sequence. Let's do one more together. Okay, so we're feeling that great sensation of moving, of breathing, of letting our body express itself. And then we can take that into some specific expressions. Let's say you had something happen today that kind of got you fired up and angry, little bit irritated, maybe full on mad. And if we stifle that and hold it in, well, then where's it going to go? It's actually going to stay stuck inside, and that's no good. We don't want that. So a way to do that is to bring our hands into fists and tuck our elbows in close to our body, and we can simply punch forward. And as we do this punch forward, it's a great way to get out some of that fiery energy, right? And express it in a way where we're not verbally spewing all over people. We're certainly not physically hurting anyone. And we're able to get that emotion out. And I really do like to combine this one with a nice big breath. So and as we keep this one going, we may realize some emotions coming out that we don't expect. I was actually doing this one recently and demonstrating, expressing like anger and frustration and all of those things. And you guys, I ended up feeling like sad. And I felt sadness starting to come out. And so, what is that from? I'm not really sure. But it doesn't even matter. My body was able to express it with this big and then once we get that out, we probably notice that we start to feel lighter. Our body feels sort of energized from being able to move breath and body at the same time. And that may be all we need. We may feel really great at this point. Another emotion that we may want to express is sadness. And there are a lot of ways to do this one too. Since we're kind of focusing on some breath and movement together, I'd like to do the crying breath today. So for crying breath, there is actually very little movement other than our body moving with our inhale. And we let our ribs expand and our chest and shoulders lift as we take in 3 quick inhales. And then we'll let it all sigh out. This is much like we cry when we're a baby or a small child, or especially whenever we start to release some of that emotional charge. And so it's very simple. We may let our eyebrows begin to participate with that feeling of sadness being demonstrated. We may start to feel it come up and express outwardly. This one I think is really, really helpful when we know we're sad and for whatever reason we cannot seem to cry, and we know we would feel better if we did. This breath allows our body and our breath to express what maybe our tear ducts cannot. And so the crying breath is a great way to get out that sadness. All right, next up, and I think this is a great way to express, oh my goodness, things of all kinds. It can be used to express joy and celebration. It can be used to express anger and frustration. It can be used to express grief and loss. Whatever it is, it's a really great one. And you can do this to any music you like. I personally, if I'm going to be doing sort of a dance inspired movement, it's going to have to be Shake It Off. You know, it's just too good. It's got a super fun vibe to it, and it's a great tempo to move to. But essentially what we want to do is allow our body to shake. And so it may start off with shaking our arms and hands, and that can be up high, out to the sides, down by our sides. It can be, sort of one at a time or both together at the same time. But whatever we choose, let's let that shake out. And as we let our arms really move, and especially as we bring those down by our sides, we'll start to notice some of that tension releasing out of our shoulders, our neck, up into the upper part of our back, and we can really let that tension go. I mean, I'm sure you guys notice it too. Whenever there's a lot of emotion held in, or I've been under a lot of stress, I feel all of the muscles in my neck, shoulders, and back just hugging in and clenching tight. So it's a great way to get rid of a lot of that. Then, of course, we don't want to leave out our hips and our legs. So we're going to have like some shaking of the legs and let that shake out. We can shake them forward and out to the side. And as we do that shaking of the legs, we're going to release a lot of that emotional expression that wants out, that's been stored up in our hips. And so this is going to be a great way to let that go. Another great way to do this one is to do some stomping. And I kind of like a 2-foot stomp. And this stomping, as our heels hit the ground and we feel that sort of jar all the way up the body, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to really let the emotion out. It's going to let the tension out. We may again find ourselves feeling an emotional response as we move through that. All right, now we've taken a moment to let out some anger. We've let out some sadness with our crying breath. And then we've done some shake it off, getting those emotions to release, letting our shoulders relax, our hips release tension. And hopefully our body, our mind, and our emotions are all starting to feel a lot better. This is a great way to bring ourselves back to feeling balanced and centered in our daily experience. And it only takes a couple of minutes, which is awesome. I love helping people create balance, and I have a 5-day challenge coming up here in just about 3 weeks. I will get you guys some more details coming soon. It'll be a 5-day balanced life basics challenge, and I will let you know next week all of the details about that and how to get registered to learn how to create balance in your life, taking your own body type into consideration and working with the principles of yoga and Ayurveda. So I hope you keep your eyes open for that. I'd love for you to join me. That's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, bye for now.